This is the book of Isaiah chapter 10, starting at verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. I want to start off by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to Kol Haloyim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Hakadosh Baruch. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwaf and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is an edifying lesson. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of the other nations, appearing like the other nations, but whom subscribe to this truth. To you I say shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Sap out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And basically, I was scrolling. Well, I think I got an alert on my news break app. Something weird is happening with this thing. But anyhow, on my news break app, and it's a pertinent article because we was just talking about this. The brother from the UK did a video about it. Just so happened you see what State is saying, and he said it was two different ones. So it made me think of a couple of scriptures. It was two different judges that actually was of this mindset. So it made me think of a couple of scriptures, and Lord willingly, this is an edifying video. It says, Ohio judge orders man 21 to get CV despite his refusal. So, like I said, that's a decree, an unrighteous one at that. And regardless of this man not wanting to be ejected with it, the judge is ordering it to be done. It says a 21-year-old man in Ohio was ordered to get the CV-19 Vanessa as a condition of his probation. So just to be, because when you get probation, people don't understand this, but although you may not go to jail, or prison, rather, because prison and jail are two different things, or two different, like how they ran are totally different. But although you might not be incarcerated or locked up and you may have semblance of your freedom, just to be told that you got to get this, that's unconstitutional. If they say it's unconstitutional for you to literally actually have to be forced to take this, how is these judges, and that's just showing you how these judges literally are taking like this power that they have from this wicked ass system and using it to like it's truly a power. I can't wait till the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai come to judge this place. And it's through so much the spirit. Like, I'm going through all this stuff with court right now, you know what I mean? May the Lord blow that building up. If it says, if he is not vaccinated by his next court appearance, he will be sent back to jail. And this is the Edomite. Look at Jay. He was sentenced to 2 years probation for possession of fentanyl. Okay. But the thing is, fentanyl, when you go into that, I wouldn't be surprised if Esau put that out here. You know what I mean? Fentanyl and everything. You know what I mean? They got fentanyl laced marijuana. You know what I'm saying? It's like while you got all these designs to take Jake out at a rough time when the Lord doing a lot of judgment, you got this fentanyl that's, like I said, basically appearing in all these different kind of drugs. It's in the heroin. It's in the cocaine. It's in, you know what I mean? It's, you got people that's doing it just fentanyl by itself. You know what I mean? I knew somebody that's in the world that actually got a bad habit. You know what I mean? And that's neither here nor there. But it's just so, it's wow. Shit, I think they had that shit in the county because, like I said, they got everything else. You know what I mean? They got, our county is, like I said, buck wild right now. And if our county is, and we a smaller city, just imagine, although Cleveland is small, we are known. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I just think about them bigger cities like New York, California, you know what I mean? Or, LA or whatnot, Chicago, you know what I mean? Detroit. You know what I mean? So it says the judge said in the statement, this defendant was in possession of fentanyl, which is deadlier than the right. That's how he justified it. Deadlier than the CV. Vanessa, the defendant expressed no objections during the proceedings and stated no medical concerns. So that's how they get you. You know what I mean? Being that, like say, because the judge made, he said he wanted him to take it and he didn't object to it. Therefore, that's condition of his probation. Wow, that's some wicked ass shit. Okay, put it. Okay, go back in there. So go back, go use the bathroom. Salakia for that. It says an Ohio man caught with fentanyl has been ordered to put a different drug in his body, the CV. Brandon Rutherford, 21, pleaded guilty in June to possessing the synthetic opioid fentanyl, and as a part of his plea deal, was ordered last week to get vaxxed within 2 months. And that's the spirit as well. Like they brought up some old post about a Lucasville riot in '93. It says the maximum security Southern Ohio Correctional Facility started a riot that will become one of the longest in U.S. histories. Over 11 days, 9 inmates and a prison guard died. Among contributing factors was fear among, I ain't even gonna say that, among inmates that prison officials were going to force them to be vaccinated for tuberculosis, which would have been a religious breach. So basically, that's just showing you like the spirit that they literally that's going to happen again. I just like I said was recently in my city's county jail, and like I said, they're trying to push that in there, and they're not forcing it as much, but it's other factors that got them all ready to rebel and riot. Because of the fact that they got the policy of the red zone, where you already incarcerated, but then you incarcerated where you don't get, even maximum securities get an hour of rec or to use the phone or whatever. They're not even allowing that. It's days people go 48 to 72 hours without being able to shower or use the phone. So yeah, but I got another couple scriptures because, like I said, it made me think of. Go in the living room, tuck it down. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 10. It says, because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So, because of these unrighteous decrees, you know, and all the underlining and underhanded shit that the people in power, this red Hebrew Edomite does, this kingdom, this kingdom is going to be taken from the hand of this devil and given into the hands of, you know, the people that you know, he took. It talks about in the scriptures about if a man be found in the hands of the man that took him, roughly paraphrase. You know, in the book of Revelation, it talks about how does it word it? It talks about I think it's what was that? Revelation 13:9. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's the only way to right a wrong. It talks about that in the book of Numbers, chapter 35. It talks about that in the book of Numbers, chapter 35, about the land cannot be cleansed except by the blood of those that shed blood on the land. There's a lot of killing of the different tribes here, especially the Northern Kingdom and and Judah. So the only way to cleanse this land of that is how the Most High is going to come and destroy this place. You know what I mean? and these Edomites that dwell here. One last scripture. This is talking about This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. Um, this is Jeremiah 49. I'm going to start at verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is the wisdom vanished? And when you go into Teman, that was one of the, like, basically, that was one of the tribes of Edom, because the Edomites basically is different tribes as well, just like the tribes of, Jacob, the 12 tribes, you know, so Edom had children and they had tribes, and Teman is considered, I do believe, the Germans, the wisest of Esau. And that's why it says his wisdom no more in Teman. Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Because it says, Teman, is the wisest of the so-called Edomites. So therefore, yeah, they gonna I mean, you can see they losing. I mean, like with this whole Maxine thing. I mean, it is brilliant because they show you how simple sheeple are, but then at the same time, it's not gonna work out the way they want. You got people questioning. Well, hold up, you open it up, then like, you got during this whole pandemic, you got people like Musk and Jeff Bezos, and Branson, all trying to develop like spacecrafts to actually like do tourism in space, like as if like they're trying to flee Earth or something. So what I mean, it's all kind of stuff going on. And it looks suspect. To anybody that has a spiritual eye. Flee ye, turn back. Because the thing is, it ain't just about men got spiritual eye. You got women do too. Like the Elder Malcolm was speaking about the one female that literally, I think he said she was a Filipino, or she appeared like a Filipino, but through her spirit, you could tell she was a Jake. And she said literally, and I always thought that the Filipinos, some of those were Jake, because, I used to speak with a Filipino female, and, I seen pictures of her like uncles and whatnot, and they look like Jake. You know what I mean? Like, so. And then there's certain things like how they feel about, like, certain people feel certain kind of way about Esau. I know she did, and then who else? Like the Hawaiians, Japhet, they felt some kind of way. Like if you've ever met some real Hawaiians or Japhetic people, they feel some kind of way about Esau, because most nations know that they are a cancer to the earth. It says, "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him." And you seeing the Most High Yahweh Shemal Shah visiting him now. You know what I mean? It's more. I just did a video about well, that was in India, but you got all kind of natural disasters happening here. You know what I mean? You got all kind of things happening here. Judgment. Left and right. Yeah. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough, because Esau is covetous. He wants everything for himself. You know what I mean? Like when you take the time to understand the history of Gad literally showed Esau how to live on his land. And it was all manifest destiny. It was all the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai. But nonetheless, after being able and taught to be able to sustain on his land, they snaked him out of it. And when you go into the history of finding out that every treaty they made, they broke, why would you trust this devil? Why would you trust letting them give you anything? You know what I mean? I just watched the post a brother did about, when you go into the Tuskegee experiment. That wasn't just a year secretly, like that was for decades. But I have made Esau bare, and that's a spirit, because like I said, like that information about the Tuskegee experiment coming out, you know what I mean? Like, just all the atrocities this devil did, you know what I mean? Like, when you go into a lot of the information that they have about the human body they got based off of dissecting Jake, yeah, this motherfucker the devil, man. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He's been exposed, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Verse 11, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. Verse 12, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, which was Jake, which was Israel, which was Yasharallah. Our judgment wasn't to, it wasn't really meant for us to drink of the cup, but because, we went off, we drank of that cup. And then the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, used Esau, Edom to, be that sword. But it says, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And it, is asking a question. You think you're not going to drink of it? You surely shall drink. Verse 13, the point, for I have sworn by myself, this is the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that Basra, another name for Esau, Edom, shall become a desolation, meaning become destroyed, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetually waste. And that's the point, like, for these unrighteous dealings, the kingdom's going to be translated. Their kingdom's going to be translated, and we're going to set up the kingdom of heaven, because it tells you in the book of Daniel about the saints shall take the kingdom. So, like, and you're going to see way more unrighteous decrees based on, like I said, this devil literally is like playing God, telling this man what he got to get. May the Lord judge that fucking red devil in the name of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Shalak Rayon to this fucking wicked ass judge in the name of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So if you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, to the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua be destroyed. And with that, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Chakras. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Ray Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwath and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willingly was edifying. Until next time, shalom, shalom, and Mawath Lababal. Shalom.